Right, so what I want to talk to you today is about my new recording setup, which I have, um, and it's made my life so much easier. And I reckon if a lot of you out there who are doing the similar sort of stuff as me, if you adopt this sort of system, it's going to be the same for you. It's going to make your life day and night difference. So I'll just give you a little bit of background. I record a lot of services. Um, just like you have services in churches, things like that. Um, Basically, so I do a lot of those recordings, and I have to carry a lot of equipment around with me. So let's say normally I would have a Sony camera, and I'd have a tripod, and then I'd have the projector, then I'd have the screen, then I'd have some venues, some places they want sound, so you have to take the sound. But majority of the time, what you need is a HD recorder of some sort. So you need a camcorder, you need a tripod, and a lot of the places they want a screen and a projector, so they want the feed coming out of the camera. They want the feed coming out of the camera going into the projector, and they want the projector to be screen to be displayed to the congregation. So now, as the pastor or whoever, as they're speaking and you're recording, sometimes they move around, sometimes a choir will come on and so forth, so you have to pan out to a different place, refocus the camera. So you have to always be standing there, basically, adjusting the camera, because if somebody moves and you haven't adjusted it, then it's going to ruin the whole shot. So sometimes you have to stand there, and sometimes you're in front of people, sometimes people are in front of you, and it's all sorts of a headache. And then also you need a power, obviously you need a power line wherever you are. So sometimes you might not be at a point where there's a power line. So anyway, fast forward now, I've ditched all of that. I still need the screen and the projector, obviously, but there's a regular venue which I use, where I leave it there. But this is my new system now, which I'm going to tell you about. It's amazing. All it is, it's a Manfrotto tripod. Okay, and I'm just going to show you some bit more of the components. We'll start from the top and we'll work our way down. So what I use now is a system like this. Basically, it's a Hero 4 silver camera with a Feiyu WG gimbal, right? And on the gimbal, if you can see on the side, there is a wireless remote control system. So what I do is I plug that in, and I've got a remote which goes with it, and I can control the tilt, the pitch, and the panning of the camera with this up to 15 meters away. So I can be sitting by the sound, controlling the sound and doing the video at the same time. Can you imagine, how much hassle that used to be before? We used to have to sort the camera angle out, then go and do the sound if somebody starts shouting, then I come back, sort the camera out again, then go and sort the sound out again. Now with this, it's so simple. So basically, I'll just put this on now and I'll show you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press this to activate it, then I'm going to press it again to go into the panning and tilting mode, and you can see this now. So as I move it around, it moves around this way, then it moves up and it moves down, and you can go full 360 degrees, one full turn in each direction. Okay, so that's that. So I'll put that aside for now. Now what else does this do? Let me just get it out of this mode. Alright, so now it's in the normal mode. So let's talk about it from the top, what we've got here. So I said we've got a GoPro Pro 4 silver camera. We've got this this gimbal here, right? Okay, now I've done some modifications to this. I want to tell you about what I've done. What I've done was, I wanted mobile power. I thought if I'm going to go that mobile, then I want mobile power. So what I did was I took off the top cover that comes with the gimbal. There's a black silver cover that comes with it, and I've kept that on the side, so if I need to use batteries or want to use it as a wearable in future, I can do that. But at the moment, what I did was I sort of I made a mold that fits in here, and I attached 2 battery terminals to it with a wire. So basically I could power it off batteries and not off the mains. So then what I did was I took that, if you have a look from there, I took the power out from here, from the side, right, and took it down here, and I connected it into a special battery box. Amazing, this was a lifesaver, this was, which I purchased off eBay, right, from I think it was from Taiwan or China, I can't remember. Anyway, you can put 4 18650 batteries in this, and it comes with the strap. You can strap it to one of your legs, right, and you can check the how much power you've got from there. This box, you don't have to take the batteries out. You can even charge directly into this box. So this gives off, I believe, 8 point something volts. The Feiyu G4 WG takes 6 to 9 volts, right? And once it takes the voltage electricity into here, it regulates it by itself and sends 5 volts out to the camera. So all you got to do is concentrate on getting 6 to 9 volts in here, and this will do the job of sending out. You don't have to you know, step down the current again. It will send it out to the camera at 5 volts. Right, so we spoke about it's a standard Hero 4 silver camera. There's been so many reviews on that, I'm not going to go into that. Then we've got, can you close the door please? Then we've got the Feiyu WG gimbal, right? It's wearable, so you can wear it as well, or you can put it on it's got a 1/4" fitting on the bottom here. So we talked about that, and then we said we talked about the remote control, and I talked about the power. The way I did the power was it's just basically a battery box, waterproof battery box that you strap on. It costs about 15 quid, and this gives me not only 8 volt output, it also gives me a USB out as well, and I've got that here for a reason. At the moment, I use an external audio recorder, right, which is also hooked up to the neck of the legs. I can't remember the word at the moment. Okay, so anyway, so you've got this here, which is I think it's made by Joby, and this wraps around the neck, which holds my Olympus LS11 recorder, which records brilliant audio. So what I do is I record the audio separately, because the quality of the audio on the Hero Silver is quite limited, to be honest with you. So what I do is I record the audio on an Olympus separate recorder, and then with the pluralize, combine them into one clip, the good audio and the good video into one clip on the Mac. So anyway, so I've got that recorded here now. I was talking about the USB earlier. See, with this I've ordered a USB to power adapter connection here, so that means then I will be able to power the Olympus from the power supply as well, from the batteries as well. At the moment we're powering the Olympus with the AA batteries, and that's brilliant because it's got really good battery. I think it's about 20 hours you get, so that's not a problem at all at the moment. But in future I have got the system there to connect that. So anyway, so let's talk a bit more. Let's go back up. So we talked about that. Then you've got your tripod and so forth. Now if you go back up here, I do apologize, I'm just doing this video by hand and I haven't really done much preparation. I'm so excited, I just wanted to show you guys. So then what it is now, if you have a look here, normally people who are familiar with these gimbals, what you normally do is see, because I need my image to be sent to the projector live as it's recording, what I've done is I've ordered this special thin HDMI, it's called a ribbon HDMI cable for the GoPro 4, and I've connected it there, and I've also got a power coming from the gimbal through this wire through to the USB connection. So the camera is powered, right? I've got HDMI coming out, right? And the gimbal's powered, so everything is mobile. I can land this anywhere. I could literally take this to a park and sit with the pastor and record a service if I wanted to. You know, it's that mobile. And the other thing is, I don't need to pack anything up now anymore. I don't need to pack the whole projector. I mean, sorry, I don't need to pack the tripod, the big camera, all the big thick HDMI cables. All I do is I just kind of like fold it up a little bit, put this in the back seat of my car, and just arrive at the venue. And as I said, the regular venue now, what I do, the one which I'm regular, I leave the projector and the screen there, so I don't need to carry them anymore. All I do is I just take this, set them up, connect it, and I'm done. That's it. So anyway, so how does the HDMI connection work? We'll just talk about that. So there's a ribbon cable which comes out of here, right? It goes into the, I've put it into the, took it in through here, right? Brought it back around here, and then what I used was a 3M Velcro, right? It's like a Velcro tape, sticky back Velcro tape. And what you do is, this is just a HDMI extender, right? So it connects two HDMI leads together. So what I did, I put some Velcro on the back of that, fitted that there permanently. Then I bought a special PNY HDMI cable, a very thin one, because I got fed up of lugging the big, massive, fat, thick cables around, and I only need about 4 meters, so that was fine. So this one, it goes around here, and then I've got these straps, which wraps it around here, stops it getting pulled, and then it follows down here, and then it just folds up here. I mean, this, if you had a look at my cable before and how thick and heavy it was compared to this is just a godsend basically. So now all you can imagine, all I do is I just take this whole setup and land at the venue and just connect the HDMI cable to the projector, and I'm done. So you know, as I say, I do apologize. Normally the videos are of a much higher quality, but this was just a rush one, just to quickly get it out there so people could see, and you know, maybe start using this idea straight away without further delay. So I'll just go once around the top just to give you a nice close-up. So I mean, that's the back, right? So here we go. So I'm just gonna turn it around for you, and you can see what it looks like there from the front. So obviously this can be raised up as well, as high as you want, you know. It doesn't have to be at this level, it could be, you know, wherever you want basically. You could land this anyway, and then you go come around this side, and here obviously you can see the power lead going out into the power, and this bit, I'm not sure if you've seen it. Yeah, so this is just me basically tidying the cables up and just making it look neat and tidy. And as I say, here you've got this little button that you can test the capacity of the battery, and the batteries can be charged from here. You don't have to take the batteries out. So I hope this will help people like me who are doing similar sort of things, and that's it really.